Yeah, hi, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. How are
Uh,
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am.
Okay, so I am talking to Bablu, right?
Right, ma'am.
Okay. So, Bablu, can we go without the video for like 5-10 minutes? Will that be okay?
All right. Right, ma'am. All right, ma'am.
Okay. So, Bablu, I'm Namrata and I'll be your tutor for this session. Before we start, if you could just brief me about yourself.
Okay. I'm Bablu Vishkarma from Jabalpur. I'm currently pursuing my degree, BTech degree in the Jabalpur Engineering College.
Okay, so what's your purpose of joining Clappingo?
My main purpose to improve my speaking English so that can enhance my overall personality. And
Mhm.
currently I'm third year student, so in the next year, the interview has come in my campus.
So, which degree are you pursuing?
BTech degree, ma'am.
BTech.
Yes, ma'am.
And which stream? Which stream is it?
Is IP, Industrial and Production Engineering, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So where exactly will you be recruited post this?
Yes, ma'am. But in this years, not too many company uh, on our college come. But next year, I will. It will be hope. So I think.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, what I'm asking is what type of companies will be approaching? Just a minute, please.
Okay.
Just a minute, Pablo. Just yeah. Really sorry about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Please
All right.
continue. So what all companies like where exactly which companies approach your course?
Okay. I thought my branch is sub branch of mechanical engineer. So likewise,
Okay.
in the also likewise management also in our stream. So both the mechanical field and management field company are come in my stream specified. So I
Yeah.
would say
So both these streams approach my college or approach for my stream. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Instead of come, you can use approach. All right.
Okay.
So can you just help me with the topic for the day? What topic is it assigned for us?
I went thoroughly, I think, is talking of the trade or negotiation skills.
Just a minute. So it's about trade actually. Trade.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do you understand by this topic?
I understand that when we talk about like sales and why something in the large scale, the trade is happen by the in the other country to country or something else.
Yeah. So activity of buying and selling, basically. Trade is all about that,
Right,
or exchanging goods and services.
right, ma'am.
Okay. Are you aware of the barter system? What that barter system was all about?
No, ma'am. I didn't. I
Barter system
didn't.
was, yeah, so barter system was way back in um, many centuries ago when people used to exchange things instead of money. So if someone wanted a piece of cloth from someone, he would exchange it for maybe a cup of rice or like that.
I
That was
knew
a
that.
barter.
I knew that. But I don't know this called by barter system or something else.
Yes, this is
I
barter
read
system.
my old books like
Uh-huh. I understand. So barter, we generally do that. with neighbors.
Like
Sometimes we do
exchange things in
exactly.
this
Exactly.
thing on what.
Then eventually, when people thought that we don't exchange things of the same value, they started this concept of money, currency.
Right, ma'am.
Yeah.
Right,
So
coin.
what is your idea about it? Do you think it's a good idea to exchange things with money?
I think in that time, this is system is good.
Mm,
This system is good in that time because the individual have no sign or something like currency. So in that time, the battery system is good in that
yeah.
particular scenarios.
Yeah. So that time it was good. What about today? Do you think the concept of currency or money is good enough?
Yes, of course, definitely, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in our recently, I think 2, 3, 4 year digitalize happen. So
Mm,
so many things have changed. Like we use like PhonePe or digital transaction, or also Bitcoin. Also, cryptocurrency has been used in
yeah,
our country.
certainly. Okay. Um, you know about cryptocurrency? What is it?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
I know
What
that.
is this? Please elaborate about cryptocurrency.
Right, Bitcoin. I
Yeah,
I
what is
don't
it?
know whole about that, but
Mm.
simple.
So basically, that's digital money. So
Yes, ma'am.
nothing
Right.
in. So we don't have anything like as a paper or as a document or maybe as a gold bar or anything. It's
But
everything
but
digitized.
I know this is developed by the blockchain development, I think.
Okay. All right. Um, Now let us focus on complex sentences, right?
Okay.
I'll be giving you two simple sentences. You have to join it using a connector. Okay.
Okay. I will try my best.
Hmm. The seller offered a discount. The buyer was still hesitant.
The seller,
The
could you repeat?
seller offered, yeah, the seller offered a discount. The buyer was still hesitant.
Okay.
How will you combine these two sentences?
I didn't catch that from how the
Yeah. So the seller offered a discount. Now these are two
okay.
contradictory sentences. They contradict one another. Then
Okay.
usually what happens when you are offered a discount, you buy things, isn't it?
Yes, right,
Now
ma'am.
it's a contradictory sentence. So we use but. The seller offered a discount, but the buyer was still hesitant.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So any two sentences which are contradictory, we use but.
Okay.
It was raining outside, but I went out. That means
Right,
usually
ma'am.
what happens when it's raining, we stay indoors. But it's a contradictory. It's contradicting the statement. So we use but here. You're getting
Right,
when do
ma'am.
we use but? Again, a same similar sentence I'll give you. The negotiation lasted for hours. No consensus was reached.
Okay.
How will you join these two sentences?
The negotiation, what I didn't
Lasted for
follow.
yeah. The negotiation lasted for hours. There was no consensus reached.
I didn't make the
Okay.
sentence, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm not
So you
able to.
say I can't make the sentence. So you say the negotiation went for hours, but no consensus was reached. That means consensus means any decision, a mutual decision.
Okay.
Okay. which involves a majority. So that is a consensus,
Consensus.
right? Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So what, according to you, trade is? What is trade?
I think, as I said earlier, when we trade in the large scale, like goods and service, uh,
Mm.
some like India, we trade like China, USA, and some other country like goods and service. In the particular manner, when we talk about the India, China trade, we
Mm.
we trade like electronic or so many things that trade to China.
Yeah. So we exchange, we buy goods, we sell goods to a particular
Right,
country
ma'am.
or person. I think trade is everywhere. Like
Right, ma'am.
you, you are trading, except for uh, as a student, you don't trade your services. But yes, whenever you go out in the work as a workforce, you are trading. Sometimes you're trading your service. Yeah. So they
I think,
provide you with.
ma'am, this word is normally used like large scale or small case.
Yeah, no, we can trade we can trade our lives also. It's a sentence can be used if you want to trade your life with someone. Trade your life means exchange your life with someone. Trade is anything
Okay.
which involves buying and selling or exchange of goods or services.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Doesn't
can use
matter large and small.
that's
Okay.
business.
Right, ma'am.
Another name for trade is business. Okay. Uh, Now there is a role play where you have to, where I'll check your negotiation skills. Okay, so
Okay.
I am the seller and you are the buyer, and you
Okay.
have to approach me to buy, like, or you want to buy a used car. How will you approach me? Suppose there's a
Okay.
like SUV and you want to buy a second hand SUV from me. How will you approach me?
Okay. I will try.
Hmm,
So,
right.
firstly, I came to you and then asked, how are you? And
Good. Yes, how can
then
I
I
help you?
said, okay. So I'm told you that I want to some used car. So what's your car price?
Hmm. Okay, so I've quoted for this. I've quoted because it's a high-end SUV and not a very old one, highly maintained. So I'm quoting around 10 lakhs for this.
Okay. I just ask you something when uh, when you buy your car.
Okay, so another word for that is, may I know the model of the car? Model
Okay.
means which year did you
Okay.
purchase it? That is
Okay.
buying, like, knowing the model. Then you can ask what are the specifics. So I'm going to
Okay.
explain you that it's a six-seater and all the it has a music system attached. The car seat covers are going to be with the. I mean, I'm going to sell off the car seat covers with the car. It has a zero. It has zero debt insurance, and it's
Okay.
still valid. The insurance is still valid. Uh, its recent service was done in the month of May, so
Okay.
it's fully serviced car, and all the registrations and everything will be just transferred in your name. So I will not charge you for that. So this is how you ask about the paperwork. First, you
Okay.
about ask about the specifics, then the paperwork of that car.
Okay.
Okay, and how many what was how many kilometers has it been used for?
Right,
What is
ma'am.
its average? All this
Like
comes under
engine specification, like V6,
exactly.
right?
Yes.
Right,
So
ma'am.
all this you should ask and then accordingly negotiate. So if you know that the engine is an old one because you are an engineer yourself, so then you can
Right,
negotiate on the price.
right,
Okay. For the insurance, if it is paid for like good 6 months, you can negotiate for another 6 months that I want um, the insurance to be done for another 6 months. Like this, there are a lot of things when you go to buy a car, there are a lot of things that you can ask and negotiate for.
right, right.
Okay? Suppose you have to rent a house. How are you going to approach the landlord? I'm the landlord and you have to rent a house.
Okay. I simply ask, I want to room for my living. So, how is can you have the room?
Okay.
Would-
So first thing is whenever you go for a rented space, you always ask the landlord whether any room is available or not.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any room
Is there a room
available
available or something?
for rent? So if I say yes, then you may ask that I'll ask you how
How?
many rooms do you want? Then you're
Okay.
going to tell me that I want a full furnished apartment or I want just one single room with the bathroom and a kitchen attached, a 1
Right.
BHK that I want. Then what else?
How much
You ask me about
price
the,
in 1 BHK, like something?
hmm. So I am asking for the 20,000 for because of the locality and it's everything is nearby and your I think your college is also walking distance, so you'll save on time and money on that also. So that's why I'm charging you that much rent.
I would say I'm the college student, so
Hmm.
not so much money I have. So could you please reduce your amount?
Okay, I would do that if you have another uh, flatmate or roommate. If you can arrange another one, so I can give both of you at the same price.
Okay,
So at a reduced price, but both of I'll give like what I mean to say is both the candidates can give me the same price. So I'll have
but
two students for
sir,
the same.
I want to leave alone because my roommate is not enough to suit me, so that's why I
Hmm.
will be manage it. Could you please reduce your amount?
In that case, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I cannot because this one particular room is chargeable for this, is charged on this, and I can negotiate for the entire flat if you want. You can take the entire flat at a negotiated price. But I can only provide you this room on this rent. But yes, okay. What I best I can do is not pay you. Don't pay the electricity bill. That can be adjusted in the rent itself.
Okay, it will be fine. That then.
Yeah. So whenever someone does any gesture and he lowers his price, what you can do is you can just acknowledge it. When how you acknowledge, I appreciate that. I'm very thankful. I'm
Appreciate.
grateful for your gesture. Like
Right,
this, you
ma'am.
can. Okay. So
Right,
someone doing any kind of favors to you, try to appreciate.
right, ma'am.
All right. Next is this was trade. If ever you get a chance to start your own trade or business, what would it be?
I think when I thought when I got a job and then I worked 2 or 3 years, so I went to start a new business. So it could be might be very difficult for me because I have no enough mm, uh, experience. So I want to trade something, like I want to manufacturing something things. I had no idea at this time, but at this stage I want to something manufacture. So in 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 my case scenario, so I want to trade like in our country. So
Okay. All
that's it.
right.
That's enough.
Great. All right, Babu. So I would like to give you the feedback now regarding the
Okay.
session.
Okay.
So you have a good understanding of the language, a decent understanding, I would say. Understanding part is not a challenge, but yes, fluency requires practice.
Right, ma'am.
So that starts with reading. So make sure that you
Okay.
read on a regular basis. Okay.
Okay.
Reading and then
Any
reading
particular
aloud.
book or something?
Start with newspapers. They're a good
Okay.
source of information. You can start reading Times of India. And if you're
Okay.
interested in business, trade, then Economic Times is also a good newspaper,
Okay.
magazine to start with.
o-
For novels, fiction, you can start with short stories by Sudha Murthy. They are
Okay.
short stories so that you develop the interest for novels and storybooks.
Okay.
Now, reading on a daily basis should be done. That will
Okay.
help you get
Mm,
familiar with the language more and
okay.
more. You'll come across new words also. Every day, make it a point to learn one new word and then use it in your conversation. Usage is very important, otherwise, you'll forget it.
Right, ma'am.
Hmm?
Right,
This is
ma'am.
one thing. Then listening. Make sure that whatever you are watching, maybe news or series, try to do that in English. That itself
Okay.
will make you feel a little more comfortable understanding the language. Okay. And lastly, writing, if possible, try to write down a paragraph. Like today, it was a trade, topic was trade. So, whatever comes to your
Okay.
mind, write a paragraph on that. Right. So, speaking, of course, we are doing practice, we are practicing. So, these four aspects are very important to develop any language: reading, writing, listening, speaking. Okay. So,
Okay, ma'am.
focus on all these four, and you will definitely, over the time, be very comfortable and fluent in the language.
Right,
Yeah.
ma'am. Right,
So
ma'am.
with this, we close the session and I look forward to see you again. Have a great evening ahead.
Thank you for having me, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye bye.